about New Holland? Why, no, what? I was expecting you to scream a little louder, Larry. Lancaster Tractor and Equipment, of course, you can get New Hollands out there. Right now, she will be the test bowler, Tara Moore, Boonesboro, Maryland. Watch the smoke. Getting a little bit darker. And a little darker. And there we go.
I don't know if you noticed while she was testing, you see her right foot was working hard trying to hit the left brake.
And boy, that takes a lot of power.
That does. So she got under the turbo. That's when you hear that kind of
Series.
Tara Moore's going to drop the last.
Jason Malott. Just listen to this thing and watch the wheel speed. It's unbelievable. Oh my. Now, let me tell you a little something here. This really isn't funny. I'm not saying it was, if that was a turbocharger, those turbochargers on that tractor is $25,000.
Well, it's almost as old as you. That's old.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Chris Hoyt from Chick Shinny.
And again, he'll bring up the RPMs, he'll look for black smoke, and he'll be off and running. I'll tell you what,
There's a fire under that one.
you can hear it coming.
Yeah.
Right there, I'd say 150, 160. You can hear the engine flutter.
Yeah, that
a
thing's
little
still on fire there, guys. See it right through there. They want to get that sheet metal out of the way. That's an expensive paint job.
Well, I was looking for Grovey's card stand. He didn't have one in his hand.
No, he doesn't.
And I'm looking around.
You know,
I don't see one
I
sitting
do.
there.
And the guys have been running hard all summer long. And oftentimes, this stuff will just catch up with you.
You see the kind of whitish blue smoke? And that fire under there, that looked like oil. So, maybe also a turbocharger there. Sure had the sounds of it, but we'll get a pull-off tractor out there for Chris Hoyt. Let's give him a good luck round of applause. Out of it for many years. I get an Alice Chalmers.
Chris Hoyt went 232 feet even, 232.0.
This opportunity came out. He got involved with the family and bought the Martins John Deere, and they just love home. They love the fans. They love the competition. The family affair, John Deere. Nice track. These guys are having a hard time keeping the RPMs up because their tires are really grabbing rain on Thursday. Yeah, really held out, but getting this track really tight.
Robert
Satoff went 281 feet 5 inches, 281.5.
Okay, green flag for Kevin Windsor. Out of the great state of Maryland. Like I said, again, it's an alcohol burning New Holland.
Very similar setup to what we just saw with the Foresters New Holland. It's called hot iron. See if this one get up the track a little farther.
Kevin Windsor went 319 feet 10 inches, 319.10.
He's good to go with that pole. 319 and 10. 319 and 10. So right now, New Holland is doing the leading out there pretty close. Where's all the International Harvester fans at?
Stand up and cheer if you like red. Here's a good one. Henry Everman, Dansville, New York.
You see the front end go high up in the air and then back down and back up. If you've been around track for a while, you know that's what you call being light on the front end. See that front end coming up way high. You really don't want that.
This is Robert Martin.
Henry Everman with 303 feet 1 inch, 303.1.
Darn near.
See that front tire, that front right tire? I think that might have been close.
Boy, he's so close to being out of bounds.
If you touch that white line with your machine, any part of your tractor touches that white line, disqualification. We'll find out if one Untitled Chapter.
Robert Martin with 307 feet 10 inches, 307.10.
And you're getting a tractor from back in the 60s.
Yep. A lot of these were running here at the Buck. Those of you who were around here early on in the 70s and 80s, D21's a very popular machine to run. Very competitive tractor. A couple of them out here can still get her done.
That was a little better, but still not the RPMs that he wanted.
Now, it sounds like you get another 1,000 RPMs out of that machine from what we've seen that thing can do in the past. So maybe still starving for fuel on that.
Time, you gotta learn how to drive it.
Leon Oberholzer went 249 feet 5 inches, 249.5.
He'll make it later on.
Boy, he's got a good looking old case sitting right there. Let's see what he does. I guess it's one of the old Comfort King series, if I'm identifying it right. Some of the old case fans may know better. Hey, come on, Tyler!
That was a beautiful run for a brand new vehicle.
Very nice.
Yes, it was.
That was beyond my expectations myself. I don't know how many passes he has on that tractor, but that was a fine, smooth pass. There's a little fire under the hood right now that they're trying to blow out. Hopefully it's just an oil leak. It doesn't look like anything blew up or anything. But his distance comes in at 266 and 5. 266 and 5. They have this the left door open here on this side, and there's just a small flame in there. And they're just trying to brush it out right now without getting a fire extinguisher, because that can really make a mess. Okay, they blew it out, and they're going to pull him off the track. Hopefully nothing major. Probably just something leaked out there. These tractors make a lot of heat in just that little bit of time. So.
Let me look here.
Tyler Williver won 266 feet 5 inches, 266.5.
That's tied with another Martin tractor for second place. Let me look here. See, that's that darn deal. The Martin tractor that just pulled is tied for second with this tractor. Josh Martin.
Yeah, Dag was the one out there at 307 and 10. We know that's getting a lot closer to like the 318 mark somewhere. So we'll get a distance. But did he beat the old man? Yes, he did. $315,000.
Josh Martin with 315 feet 3 inches, 315.3.
How much money are you up to? Do you have this much money?
I can't count that high.
Okay, Davey Moore, Boonesboro, Maryland, called One More Beer. never heard of this problem with the engine before. It was pushing the piston out of the piston.
Davey Moore went 296 feet even, 296.0.
Behind the John Deere green tractor of Robert Martin.
He's not going to beat that blue one out there, number 1.
I don't even know if he's going to beat his boy out there, Josh, 315 and 3. Well, you just look back over and watch where the straight where the roller goes. You see they kind of start off the middle, then they go left, they go
Coming back with the engine.
Robert Martin with 303 feet 4 inches, 303.4.
I'll tell you about that once he makes his run.
Boy, another nice run. That boy is not quite far enough.
He might have been getting on that brake too and just getting close to that line. Granddaughter, he's a young one, probably about 3 years old. The grandpa had a tractor that made a lot of smoke. Worried as he has this tractor pretty much running.
Ray Link went 297 feet even,
And I'll tell you what, I've seen
297.0.
him. He ran it the first time. He didn't make 150 feet.
Yeah. Now he's got less cubic inches than Leon Herbaker. I think he's run like 430
Leon
or
Overhaul.
Leon Overhaul.
Yeah.
Sorry. I think he's got about 430, 436 somewhere in there, but he can really make it up with RPMs if he's got it dialed in. The Atlas Chalmer D21.
Boy, you can tell way back about 75 feet that
Yeah, it really
This wasn't
fluttered
right.
and something wasn't getting in there right, but boy, maybe some oil underneath there. Hopefully, no damage to the Atlas Chalmer.
Pulloff tractor. Pulloff tractor on the track. In Winchester, Virginia.
Dave Becker went 251 feet 9 inches, 251.9.
Yeah.
She did not back out of it. I know many of the men that would have backed out of it. Wow. Okay, Josh Martin.
Wait, it's also sparks there as he's coming up the track. Probably something in the clutch.
I'm guessing in the clutch or,
It's bounced right now, whatever it is.
yeah. See if we can find out.
What's on the one?
If I can, yeah.
One of them
I can see sparks under about 150 foot sparks coming out.
One of the clutch fingers started leaving go and started flashing sparks. Just a guess on that, but disappointing run there for Josh. He pushed it to all it could do, and that was 278 and 1. 278 and 1.
We don't need a pull-off tractor. We got enough of guys out there that's going to carry it all.
Yeah. Well, you can see the different colored shirts down there. People from the other tractors, they want to see if there's anything they can do. They say it's a little more than the clutch,
Yeah.
from what I'm hearing.
A new clutch will be cheaper than what this ought to be. Go ahead.
Hearing all over the radio here, the whole bottom of the engine is probably cracked, which means your connecting rod, your bearing, and an ever so expensive crankshaft. That's just what they're determining here just by taking a quick look at it. So. Oh man, we're gonna have to get a full timer. We got a lot of oil.
You know, on the track, sitting here, we spent a lot of money here tonight already, haven't we? Blown motors and turbochargers.
Before I even bought my tractor.
Oh.
We're gonna have to get this There we
Josh
go.
Martin won 278 feet 1 inch,
I'm just thinking,
278.1.
either a blue tractor is going to win, or a girl's going to win.
And a lot of guys are going to have to go home and say, how many think the lady driver can pull it all off and beat all the boys?
Tara Moore, the agitator. Everybody back from the fence, please. Boy, she was getting a hold of something there. And then the RPM started dropping, and, well, you've seen what happened.
Yeah, maybe she should have had a different gear. I don't know. Or maybe it's getting a weak turbo.
Naturally aspirated. No turbochargers, no superchargers. Another thing these guys are finding, and I'll tell you about that. Timmy makes his run was a little quieter. Timmy Warner, the green light, Chevrolet, Monterey, Virginia.
They reset the sled, made it heavier. Timmy Varner dropped the last.
Pulling down, so basically the back end and back tires are taking the sled weight, the front tires are taking the truck weight. Drivetrain engine or some sort there near the end. It's kind of, well, some kind of pop there.
Yeah. I think the sled's still maybe even one. I don't know.
Find out, maybe go through one more too. He had that option, that divisional.
It's only throws a forward crank. Well, some of these engine builders are spending
They reset
weeks
the sled
and
again,
weeks
made it heavier.
to get the crank right that it'll throw one of these engines. Billy That's how it's done. You bet. Nice run. Billy Kramer out of Lothian, Maryland. 300 rookie draw, second center.
Sled side Billy Kramer went 314 feet 8 inches, 314.8.
Tasmanian Terror has the green flag.
Putting out about maybe 1,000 horsepower, and you're running right
Capscom on 293 feet 3 inches, 293.3.
And behind the white barrels, please. Behind the white barrels. Thank you.
Kevin Abshire, going AWOL, Inwood, West Virginia.
Kevin Abshire on 299 feet 4 inches, 299.4.
Green light, green flag, Troy Nails.
Troy Nails with 304 feet 3 inches, 304.3.
That's a good point. Yeah. Here's one of them that's running the carburetors with the gasoline. The Green Machine, Mike Gumps, Winchester, Virginia. Makes his run.
Yes, we're just approaching the halfway point of this class.
In fact, after Will Hitchcock, we got another Ford, and that'll be Williams. And he's been in the winner's circle here many times.
So not only then, we have another Tapscott coming out. That's Wayne Tapscott the second.
Will Hitchcock. Okay, Ford fans, Williams. Kidding me? Wayne Tapscott, Thunder.
Came out here and beat everybody just like that. I want you to
Unbelievable.
You see those little wheels under that front weight box, that front bumper? I'll tell you what those do after he rolls.
Somebody's died, there goes truck pulling. Bob Dingle. Again, still got that Chevrolet number 1, Chevrolet number 2. Jimmy Barner is coming back. There's the truck of somebody. You know, when they spend a little time, a little money on it, that's a good truck. Is number 1 in the points. Jacob Kramer. Oh my. Right there was the winning run, I'll tell you that. And then he broke it. Will be the 2-wheel drive trucks. Well, we know one thing. Chevrolet is going to win.
Yeah, would you care?
Chevrolet is going to win! Can he do it? That's clutch problems right there.
Yeah, he still had a ride that I'm sure he wished.
And the amazing thing, two motors.
We appreciate that. Might be some clutch issues there. See the smoke kind of coming out of the middle? Take a look at this.
See, we're full of good news here. I tell you what, if you could look at the clutch in that tractor right now, it will be red hot.
Yep. If you have that much power. So when you have less horsepower, you can leave those treads on. That's a good thing. They'll dig in there and get the work done. There, look at the treads on that. A lot thicker than the other one. A lot deeper. That's okay. Didn't have a whole lot of wheel speed, but if you
Wayne and Durfee. Wow, very rough ride. What caused that? Well, the first place you would look would be the air pressure in your tires.
what she's looking to do. Mark, he's got a better cycle. I don't know.
Yeah, what can you say?
We're both looking at each other up here like, what do you think? I don't know. I don't know. All right, he'll be the test puller. Took a lot of weight out of this sled. We're going to see if we got it dialed in. If not, we'll make a change. All right, see, you guys got him, and that's what I'm dealing with. Now I'm going to right.
Steve
watch out for it.
Brian McDonald.
Four, 5, 6, 7 hours to get here.
Before he makes the noise. Ford fans, the green flag is out.